7th century BC. The Assyrian Empire, it's at its zenith. Within the towering walls of Nineveh, the empire's capital, King Ashurbanipal dreams of a legacy not of blood and conquest, but of wisdom and preservation. What he created would become the first organized library in history, the Library of Ashurbanipal. Imagine standing in the vast hall filled with thousands of clay tablets, each inscribed in cuneiform. These tablets contain everything from epic tales to medical recipes, laws, and astronomical calculations. And together, they represent the collective wisdom of an entire region, preserved for eternity, or so it was hoped. Ashurbanipal wasn't your typical king. While most rulers of his time were defined by their military conquests, he was a scholar. He was trained as a scribe. This education gave him mastery of the Sumerian and Akkadian languages, two languages that defined Mesopotamian civilization. Sumerian, originating in southern Mesopotamia, it was the world's first written language. By Ashurbanipal's time, it was no longer spoken, but remained the language of religion, scholarship, and ancient tradition. Mastery of Sumerian connected him to humanity's earliest written records, from sacred hymns to the foundations of law. Akkadian, as the lingua franca of the Assyrian Empire, Akkadian was essential for diplomacy, administration, and scientific exchange. By reading and writing in Akkadian, Ashurbanipal could engage directly with the latest knowledge and communicate across his vast empire. So literacy was exceptional among the kings of this era, and that helped empower him to engage personally with the wisdom that he sought to preserve in the library. The Library of Ashurbanipal, established around 650 BC, it was a huge achievement. More than 30,000 clay tablets were all collected right there. They were cataloged, stored within Nineveh's royal palace. This wasn't a chaotic hoard, but a very organized repository of knowledge. There was religion and mythology. Texts like the Epic of Gilgamesh explored themes of mortality, friendship, and the divine. There was a focus on science and medicine. Tablets detailed astronomical observations, agricultural calendars, and remedies for common ailments. Laws and governance, legal codes, and administrative records, they offered insights into the inner workings of the Assyrian Empire. And when we think about language and scholarship, there were dictionaries. A lexicon list preserved the Sumerian and Akkadian languages, ensuring their survival for future generations. And each tablet was inscribed with cuneiform script and marked with colophons. These were very small inscriptions that identify the tablet's origin and subject. It's kind of like an early form of cataloging. So in 615 BC, Nineveh, it fell to invading forces, and the library was buried under the city's ruin. For centuries, it remained hidden, forgotten by the entire world. Its rediscovery, though, began in the mid-19th century, when British archaeologist Hormuzd Rassam unearthed the remains of Nineveh and all of its treasures. The Library of Ashurbanipal was among the greatest finds, with the tablets now housed in institutions like the British Museum. Tragically, history repeated itself during the 2003 looting of the Iraq Museum, where many artifacts tied to the library were stolen or even destroyed. But despite this, the surviving tablets continue to reveal the intellectual heights of the ancient Assyrian Empire. In this library, it was more than just a collection of texts. It was a declaration of the human desire to understand, preserve, and share knowledge. Ashurbanipal's vision was one of intellectual immortality, a testament to the power of literacy, organization, and ambition. And today, this library reminds us that the pursuit of knowledge helps humanity find its true legacy. These are Interesting Things with JC.